Hi guys, alright, this is Jordan Real here, Woolcastle decorating. I've done a video just recently here on lining paper. I'm just going to do a wee sample here. I have 3 strips here ready to go on. They're pasted and all. And basically it's to show you the simplest way to do it. That's basically it. I'm decorating this whole room here. I have spoke to you before. I'm doing all the furniture. The walls are all sanded and prepared, so that's the first thing I will say. If you're going to use linen paper, if you're going to put linen paper on, make sure the walls are well prepared. No point putting linen paper on if the walls are bumpy and lumpy and there's no filling, there's no sand and there's no nothing. These walls here, to be honest with you, I'm putting, as you can see, I have 2 strips already on here. I'm going to do 3 strips ready to go here. As you can see, the walls, they're really smooth. I've sanded them, I've filled them. So when the linen paper goes on, you're going to have an even smoother finish. And then whenever you 2, maybe 3 coats of wall colour, which I always use Colour Trend. I think they're using what's the colour? Anyway, whatever colour they're using. Temperance. They're using temperance, and they're using Heron's Island on all the wood, the furniture. So I've got all the furniture all cleaned down and primed. First coat of primer. It's to get a second primer and then 2 to 3 finish coats. So there's a bit of work to do, So at the minute, all I want to do is get, my plan at the minute is get all the linen paper finished. And then after that then concentrate on the wood. Get the second coat of primer on the wood. And maybe get the first finish coat on the wood. We'll see what way the job goes from there, But apart from that it's not a big room, but there is a lot of work in it, I show you around, I have showed you around before, you have all this shelving here, it had to be all cleaned down, sanded and primed, all along here. There's my linen paper, they're ready to go on. Over here there was 4 doors, you can see all the doors, we just go over here. You can see that's the 4th door. I've got the backs all primed on those doors. Took them off. So I'll finish those doors, put them on, and then I'll do the fronts. So basically, yeah, it's all good. I'm well on top of the job. So all I've basically to do is put 3 strips of linen paper on. I don't want them soaking too long. So I have 3 strips here. So what you need basically, I'll just turn around here. These two strips here that we put on. The first strip here, obviously, I'm sure you've heard the plumb line. I use a spirit level. Make sure your first sheet's straight. And then the second sheet, 3rd, 4th, they'll all flow in perfect for you. So with 2 on, I'm going to put on another 3 and give you an idea how to put it on. Another wee tip which I will tell you to do. See up and around the ceilings here, along the ceilings, and down and along the ceiling here, down the sides of your walls, and the tops of your skirting boards. Get the painter's mate, the caulk, and just fill it all. Let it dry overnight, and when it comes to blading, trimming your paper, it makes it really, really easy. Honestly, it's neater, it's tighter, and it is easier. So I'll put a few of these strips on. And something really important. Every so often, a clean bucket of warm water. So after you hang a strip down, wipe your ceiling down, wipe the paste off your skirting board, or where there's excess, wipe everything down. Yeah. So I'll get my first sheet here. I'm using 1200 grade linen paper. I always use that for painting. The other thing I will explain to you is for painting, I hang the linen paper vertical. I said that in my last video. Cross lining is for hanging finished wallpaper. So the cross line goes across, and then the finished paper goes down, so joints don't meet. You know, it goes the opposite direction. This way here, you know, for painting, you get the joints really tight. A lot of decorators still cross line, and then what they do is to fill the joints. And away down the line, the heat cracks the filler, and you get wee cracks going through the joints and stuff like that there. So anyway, I'll put the sheet on here for you and give you an idea of what we're doing. I'll move the steps over here, make sure you can see it okay. Yep, all good. There we go. Just want to make sure that you can see what I'm doing. Okay. So this is strap one. It is quite easy. So I've got the layer of paper folded. Drop it down like so. It's pasted. Normally 5 to 10 minutes is plenty of soaking time for laying paper. Allow yourself an inch or two at the ceiling there, and just put you on it. Honestly, it really is. When you, again, very similar. When you know what you're doing, it's always easy. You know, just bring it down. It's very, very important to get those joints really, really tight. You know, because whenever you're painting, you want to make sure you can't see a joint. You know, pushing them there really tight. You know, make a quick difference. It really does make a difference, whenever. But as I say, if you're cross-laying them, I don't care what anybody says, you cannot get those joints as tight as that. There's my spatula there. And after you smooth it all, smooth your line of paper out, wash it all down, you know, take all your excess paste off it, you know, make sure your line of paper's clean, because at the end of the day you want to be painting over it, and you want to make sure, you know, when the paint's on, you don't get any reactions to the paint over the paste or anything either, you know, so there you go. And of course I was telling you about the trimming with the painter's mate, you know, the clock, how easy it is, you know, it really does make a big difference. There you go. And there's one wee piece trimmed off. And more importantly, wash the old paste off the ceiling. Get all that paste all off the ceiling after you've washed it down, you know. In fact, sometimes after I do that, I'll go down and I'll get another drop of water and make sure, you know, it's cleaner. It really does make a big difference whenever you clean it all down, you know. Do that there. Here we go. Give it another wee wipe. Okay. Now, so we're nearly done here. I'll just bring it down. Just bring the sheet down a wee bit here, and again, just join your edges there. You make sure they're really tight. And the only thing is that I think with nylon paper too, don't be afraid to put nylon paper, paste on. This is another tip I will give you. You know, people, when you buy expensive wallpapers, I have hang them all. I use the manufacturer's advice on what to use. The adhesive. Use a waterborne paste when you're using linen paper, because what it does, it softens it. If you use a ready mix one, it doesn't soften it. Honestly, it makes a big difference. So I normally use Solvite, you know, when you're mixing the water, you know, and I make sure it's pretty thick. I don't make it too thin. You know, I know my mix. Everybody finds their own. and a packet I would normally use 5 litres, and so we'll just finish off here at the bottom. As I say, you know, I'm laying in this room for painting, and the customer wants a nice smooth finish on the walls. In fact, this whole house, basically, that's what I've done. This whole house has been lined. I'm looking for a sponge. Have I got to find it somewhere? It should be somewhere. Where's it there? Yeah, the whole house has been used. Has had wallpaper on it over the years, and I stripped it all off and put the linen paper on. So the whole house basically is all smooth. And not only that, years down the line, if you want, you can change the colour. You know, there's no stripping, there's no, changing the wallpaper or anything like that. All you're doing is changing the colour. It really does make a big difference. So I'll just get my straight edge, and again, as I said to you, you know, across the top of that skirting board there. And as you can see how easy it is just to trim it there, and it really does make a big difference. And it gives you a nice straight edge there. There we go. Make sure there's none of the joints are overlapping, because see, after you paint it, it really does make a big difference, you know. So there we go. Make sure we get that sorted out there. There we go. So that's strip one done. Okay. I always have a wee black bag beside me for my rubbish. I like to tidy up as I go along. And there we go. I'll just pop you back up there. There we go. So I'll just put the rubbish in the bag here, and we'll get the second strip. Okay, second strip coming up. Keep your sponge wee rinse. Make sure it's clean. So you can wipe everything down. And we'll get the second one. I'll just move this ladder over here so I'm not in your way. And just come over here a wee bit there. So the shape over down a wee bit more. So there you go. So second strip coming up. And of course, when you get the edge, you have to put the old glasses on, unfortunately. There's just a wee bubble there. Again, you see, you know, none of them are perfect. It's the second strip. Open it up. It has fairly softened up, so the joints will just go in perfect, you know. And as I say, there you go. Doesn't take too long to get it all sorted out. Just put that down like so. There you go, no problem at all. Don't bother. I hope you're all happy enough for that there now. I hope you can see what you're doing. It's hard there whenever you're doing the, you know, high, low level work, you know, from ceiling down. And you can keep the camera halfway up, and then bring it down halfway down. Okay, just bring it down there. So you can see, but as I say, it is really important, if the walls aren't smooth, basically, if the walls aren't smooth, there's no point putting liner paper on. And that's the truth. Because I have seen me on jobs with liner paper, and you see every bump and nick coming through. Honestly, it looks dreadful. You're just wasting your time, you're wasting your money. And there's decorators out there, and they're charging good money. They're coming in, but they're going for the cheaper price. These guys are going in, they're setting their pacing table up. They're maybe pacing 10 strips at a time. They're not doing any sand, they're not doing any film, they're not doing any preparation at all. Just finding a line of paper up, you know. And the customer thinks they're getting a bargain, and they're not. And that's the truth. So, we'll go. And I can assure you, one of the main reasons why I come onto YouTube is because, and this is the truth, I love my painting trade. I think it's a fantastic trade. I think it's something that a young one should learn. But what I don't like it being ruined. And the paint trade is being ruined. You know, by guys that just, it's all about speed and all this here. I mean, all this furniture in here, I use a stuff called SEP, which I've told you before. I do the hand painted kitchens as well. I spent a day going around cleaning this all down, giving it all a light sand, you know, and then there was another day priming it, and there'll be another day putting a second coat of primer on, and then it has to get 2 to 3 finished coats, and it will look really well when it's finished. But there's guys that just they go in and they just slap it on. They don't care what primer they use. It looks well. It looks okay at the start, but give yourself a short time. Start breaking up. Starts coming off. Starts cracking. Starts flaking, and that's what happens, you know. So I'll just give this seal a wee weight here, and I hope that makes sense here, you know. So even if by chance we are getting a decorator, you know, my advice is pay somebody, you know, decent and fair money, and somebody who comes recommended. Just don't go for anybody, somebody comes recommended. Okay, I'll set the camera down here and do this wee low section here. And again, I'm going to have to put my glasses on here, you know. So, as I said to you before, I've many stories to tell you, and I used one recently. A wee neighbour of mine called up. My good lady answered the door, and she was in tears. And the decorator that was doing her house basically destroyed her wallpaper, you know. He just threw it on. I don't know how he painted the ceiling. There's no sand, no filling, no preparation, and he threw the paper on. The paper was overlapping. It wasn't matched properly. All this here, and by the way, this here was a pensioner. This wee woman just wanted a nice job done in her sitting room, and this guy just come in. Honest to God, I just slapped everything on. You know, all he was concerned about was how much money he could get out of the job. You know, and it's ridiculous. You know, and honest to God, I know this guy, you know, from around the area, and I know he does have a bad reputation, but a wee pensioner, I wasn't happy with it at all. That's the truth. Anyway, I ended up doing the job for her. The sad part about it was, you know, you had to pay me to do the job. You know what I mean? I'm always busy, you know, and I could have been on another job if I hadn't done it for her. So, but the problem was, she had to go and buy more wallpaper. And I had to explain to her what the problem was. You know, there was no preparation done. I had to take all the wallpaper off. The ceilings, he just painted over all the ceilings. He didn't do any sanding. He didn't fill any holes. He didn't fill any cracks. You know, he didn't fill any gaps in the skirting boards. He basically didn't do anything. All he done was he got his roller bucket out, his roller, his brush. He slapped everything on. And then he got his pacing table up and he started firing paper on. And I was disgraceful, absolutely disgraceful. And that's why I'm on YouTube, to explain to people that there is good tradesmen out there. I'm on my last sheet. I'm only doing 3 sheets. As I said earlier, I've done a few sheets earlier on, but I thought this one here, with it being a straight wall, you can see better what I'm doing. You know, I'll give you a better idea. So basically, this is the last sheet I'll put on here, I'll move my camera over a wee bit closer to give you an idea of what we're doing. Just make sure you can see okay. Yeah, so basically we've got one here. So what I'll do is when I get this sheet on, I'll finish the video off, and then I'll do one more video going around a corner. I'll show you how to go around a corner if you want, let's paste one strip. I'll show you the best way to go around a corner. So here we go, last strip. As I say, I only hang on linen paper, but whenever see when it comes to painting this here, honestly, I wouldn't it's not my home to go around with the camera and show you everything that I've done. But every room, including the whole starting on, was stripped and lined, and and find these colours picked for it. So it really does make a big difference, And as I say, whenever you do it, when you do it once, you only line once. See when it's lined and it's lined right, you only do it once, you don't have to do it again. That's it, do it once and basically that's it. So there you go. Again, I haven't even changed my blade, and the reason why I haven't changed my blade is because of the painter's mate, the cock. It gives you a real lovely tight cut there. You'll see how easy it is to cut. Give my seam a nice wee way. As you see, I come down twice. I come down twice and rinse my sponge so the seam spatters, the seams already have a coat of paint, so I don't want paste stains all over it, So here we go. So that wee story was telling about the young lady, that wee woman, anyway, I ended up finishing the job for her, and I'm sure there's plenty of you has heard loads of stories like that there, there's plenty of them out there, there really is. It's ridiculous, but that's the world we're living in. It really is. There we go. Just sometimes, normally I carry a wee brush with me with a wee bit of paste, just in case there's a wee bit there, it's a wee bit dry, and but I was able to manage that okay. There we go. And I'll just anyway, the other thing is whenever this linen paper dries, it really does give you a real smooth finish. It really does. It does give you a good job. Like I say, you get a real nice smooth finish. Yeah, it is a lifetime job. It really is. Honestly, when it's done right, it's a lifetime job, it really is, There we go. Just give that a wee wipe there, like so. Let's say, always make sure those joints are really, really tight, because whenever you paint it, if there's even a small gap, at all, you really will notice it. Just give this another wee wipe here. There we go. Sorry, just drop that there. There we go. This is my diamond, double. There we go. So see that wall, there's 5 strips from that corner to there, and then I have one round the corner. So I think I might do one video when I finish this of the best way to go around a corner. It's actually not as bad as you think, but again, As I say, you know, when you don't know what you're doing, you know, that's quite difficult. So if you look there, I've come to the end there. You know, there's been 5 strips right across here. So I have to go around this corner here. So what I'll do is give me a wee chance to get tidied up and get the sheet pasted. I'll maybe do one more corner, one more strip, and basically this description paper around a corner with linen paper. I hope you enjoyed the video anyway. Thanks very much for watching, and all the best. Bye.